Hi George, you brought to KVIFF Film Festival your second feature-length film, called Island. So I'm just wondered what was the inspiration for this movie?
One day I just had a regular meeting with my scriptwriter because we were working, still working with the previous movie. And at the same time we were thinking what could be the next, because we were thinking that our collaboration, our working together was very comfortable for us, for him and for me. And then he told me the story, just a little story about a real story about how the river brings the island, and then how the local people going on they occupied the islands and producing the corn because of the good soil. It was just a kind of conversation we had, and then suddenly I said that oh, this is a very good subject, might be for the future film. Maybe we can write something big, some story. So, but what was the main reason and mostly interesting for me? It was the idea that how the human being is depend mostly on the nature, and how we are connected to each other in everyday life, and how this relation from the beginning of the life of the human is coming and continuing, I don't know, till the very end. So it's like a cycle of the life, and I like this idea that the human, how he's struggling with the nature. And then we brought another characters in the story as well, like a little girl, like another protagonist, the young soldier, and the conflict as a background. So we created like this the story. Finally, I can say that my main topic for me, it's again the relation between human and nature.
Okay, but the movie also shows conflict between Georgia and Abkhazia. And why is this conflict so important for you?
This is kind of background, as I told you, the conflict, and this conflict is for me it's a general conflict between the people, which we can find unfortunately in many countries today's world. So we needed to have some kind of base to compare our main idea with the everyday life, like with the conflicts or the war and the problems, which if you compare with this our main topic as a struggling human in nature, to compare that these kind of conflicts, this kind of wars, is nothing.
Okay. And how did you get so many co-producers and supporters for this movie? There's so many.
Yeah, it was not easy, of course, to build this kind of co-production, and I spent more than 2 years to build up this co-production. Generally, my co-producers are my friends to whom I work. Before that, they knew me, and they were interested in what I'm doing, and they knew my previous movie. It was the base why we did this kind of collaboration. We have like 5 different or 6 different countries in a film as a co-production countries, and then we have Eurimage support. But generally, I'm thinking that the best for the director is that not to have too much co-producers, because I cannot say about my co-producers, but generally, as much co-producers are involved in the film, as more problems appears during the working. But I can say that I have really good and very friendly co-producers.
Okay. So thanks for your stunning movie and thanks for the interview.
Thank you very much.
Okay.